Hi guys, so we are going to be thinking here about when you have an improper fraction, meaning it's top heavy, right? The numerator is a bigger value than the denominator. It's called an improper fraction. And sometimes you're going to want to be able to convert that to proper form, which means that you convert it into a mixed number with some wholes and some leftover parts. So here we're going to use a strategy where you're going to end up using some visuals. So my initial question, right, is, well, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to figure out how many whole fives it will, how many whole fives, because that's our denominator, we have, right? So we are going to draw some pictures here, right? It takes five of the five parts to make one whole pie, right? Or whatever. We talk about pies a lot in fractions. So it would take five whole pieces of this pie, right? The pie is cut into five pieces because that's our denominator. It will take another five, right? So 5, 10, 11, 12. So when I interpret this, I'm saying I have one whole, two wholes, and that's supposed to be a 2. There we go. And we have 1, 2 pieces from this pie that we didn't eat the whole thing, right? Or we didn't take slices from the whole thing, but we have 2 pieces out of the 5 total pieces it would take to make another whole pie. So now we can use that same problem and use a slightly different strategy. And we'll see if we get the same answer. We're hoping that we end up with 2 and 2 left over out of 5, or 2 and 2/5. So we're going to use division this time because all a fraction bar is a division sign. So what this reads as, top to bottom, just like in a page of a book, right? You read from top to bottom. You're going to have 12 divided by 5. And as you solve, you could say 5 fits into 1 0 times, but it fits into 12, 5, 10, 2 times, which is 10. And you may know about how to add the decimal already, but we can say we can add a decimal here to our 12 because 12.0 is the same value as 12, right? So we can drop it down, and then does 5 fit into 20? Yes, it does. It fits 4, sorry, if it's 4 times, right? So and then we say there's nothing left over, that's it, we're done. So we can write that and say 2 and 4 tenths when we use our fancy talk. 4 is in the tenths position. It simplifies down to 2 wholes and 2/5, right? We can divide the top and the bottom both by 2 and get 2 and 2/5. So we got the same result. And finally, you can think about using this strategy to convert. I like to just call it that you're going to use multiples and leftovers. I think of it like a faster shortcut of the division method. So we're still going to try to figure out how many whole fives we can pull out of 12. I'm just going to use multiples and count. 5, 10, well, 15 we went over. So I can pull out 2 whole fives, which is 10. So then I'm going to count up from 10 until I hit my numerator, which is 12, 10, 11, 12. So 2 left over out of, what was your denominator? Well, it was 5, right? Our denominator stays the same. So either way you do it, you end up converting 12 fifths, which is an improper fraction, and it turns into 2 and 2/5 as a mixed number.